This is a lightning talk presented by Casey Cockrell for GSEN 5385 over combining photogrammetry and augmented reality towards an integrated facility management system for the oil industry. Smart information management systems for facility management in oil refineries has not been fully exploited. This paper focuses on the method for the realization of these systems. Information modeling has been proven suitable in supporting real-time communication, while augmented virtuality or reality can be effective to improve how this information is exhibited. And these authors create a prototype with 2 case studies on how to integrate these 2 technologies. The operational phase of facility management is the greatest cost and time dedication, and in the past it's usually managed by 2D drawings by the facility operators, and these have several limitations. Information modeling is multidimensional information system. It's geometry based, but there's also a significant amount of metadata and how these systems interact and are perpetuated in documentation. But the improvement of information modeling can use to include document archival and accessibility as far in additional dimensions such as asset scheduling for maintenance or construction or operationals, and include additional dimensions, risk assessment or cost. And so as you can see in the lower left, here's a 2D drawing with some PID identifications of the different vessels and different metadata associated with the piping and structural steel, concrete, and this would be a current where the operator would pull their inspection book and make decisions based off of PDF or archived documents, and it's difficult to facilitate among groups maybe in a remote situation, whereas augmented reality kind of benefits, caters to fast mental behaviors such as searching, analyzing, interpreting, but there would be additional information if you could combine the 2. So by combining information models and augmented reality, it benefits facility management. How these authors did it: first they wanted to prototype, so they took the information models that they had and they designed them into hierarchical trees with parent-child interrelations, and they used spherical photography to create nodal navigation, so you could click on a hot spot and pan around in 2.5D and see the environment that you're working with. And then they combined these 2 technologies so that you could interact and have that metadata there. And how they combined them was they also had to include a server with powerful rendering engines and a SQL database on the back end to manage a lot of the database features. Here is a just their systematic model of how they combine some of the AR and augmented virtuality with their server situation as they created their own API, application programming interface, because they wanted to use models, information models that currently exist are highly usable, and they combine the photogrammetry with their existing systems. The photogrammetry was collected using spherical photographs and stitched together using AutoPano, and the navigation interaction was developed using PanoTour. All of these things are readily available. You can download that and use it how you want to. The export was HTML, and in the lower left you can see an example of how that navigation works. Their case study involved augmented virtuality of a pump maintenance, so this was just a as-if situation, and then also a augmented reality of input-output panel maintenance. You can see one of the authors taking a photograph of the panel. And on the right you can see their prototype that they created, augmented virtual project management systems, where you could interact in a 2.5D environment, and also the metadata would be showed. This was a feasibility study, not a comparative benefit study. They were just seeing how it would happen, and some of the limitations were they needed additional visuals zoomed in on 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 some of the components, and they found out that some of the operators really preferred using their comfort zone techniques in place of this new technology. Thank you.